Howdy, welcome everyone back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about my journey again with endometriosis. Something I dealt with for a while, the pain. So first let me give you a little bit of backstory on how I got answers through a NAPO doctor, through a doctor that was certified in natural family planning, Creighton, and all of that fun stuff. So, a couple years ago, it was, I honestly thought the amount of pain I was in was normal, but the amount of pain turns out was not normal. And I realized the amount of pain I was in was not normal. And so that led me to start doing internet research, asking people in my family why I could be having severe pain. And it was through an app I use, and the app I use actually suggested for a few months that I was suspected of endometriosis. And so I went ahead, my journey started back in October of 2020, where I just had severe pain. It was to the point where I couldn't move. I was pretty much bedridden for the first 5 days out of every month. So I only had 2 normal days where I could get up and do everything. Get the household chores done, get everything done. So I met with a OBGYN at the practice I go to, and she said, do you have a family history of endometriosis? I said, yeah, my aunt had it. Why? And she said, I think you may have this, but let's try pain management. Let's try ibuprofen, and we'll go from there. Before they put me on the pill. Well, it just so happened that I was going into my doctor once a month because I could not move. I was in so bad pain. I would get pale. I would just not want to move. I wouldn't want to eat. I was literally bedridden, and it took a toll on me because I'm social. I loved playing. I loved talking to people online. That kind of took a toll on me. Then November comes along, and still in pain, no relief. Ibuprofen wasn't working, and I called my PCP to get seen by him. And in November, he said, if your pelvic ultrasound comes back and you're still in this much pain, you call me and we'll schedule a CAT scan. So that's what happened. I was in so much pain again in December that we went ahead and did the ultrasound. The ultrasound did not reveal anything, which to him was odd that the ultrasound didn't reveal anything with how much pain I was in. Fast forward to January. Fast forward to 5 months ago. I started to still be in severe pain every month. The pain literally would start in my hips, go to my back, and down into my legs. And I went to see a different doctor at a different practice. And he suggested that I go on oral contraceptives, meaning the birth control pill. And I told him, I was like, any way I can treat endometriosis naturally, because some of you guys know my religious views and beliefs. And he said to me that the church is way behind on everything, and that's the reason why everything that's what was on pretty much with me. So I left with possible endometriosis again, no surgery date, and the ibuprofen and birth control. So, a couple weeks later, I just take the pill, obviously. Took it for about 2 days, and then laid in my butt in the emergency room because of an anaphylactic reaction I had to the oral contraceptive. I called them that morning, described my symptoms to the nurse. They told me, "Oh, it's just your body getting used to the pill." I was itchy all over. I was throwing up like crazy. And my allergic reactions is a fever and throwing up. So that's what happened there. And then 1 month later, he said, "Well, you're going to have to go back on a different pill." I said to him, I said, "No," I said, "I'm not taking anything anymore." I said, I can't be. I said, "No, I'm not." I refused. I said, "I'm not taking this medication that you will put me on." So then February comes along. End of January, actually, I go back to see my PCP because I was still in pain or whatever. He said, let's try to get a CT scan done and see what they find. And then you call your OB to see if you can get back in sooner. So I was able to get in sooner to see the nurse practitioner in February. But the insurance denied the CAT scan because I didn't do the surgery yet. That made no sense to me, but that's fine. And then I waited almost 1.5 months. I waited almost 2 months to see the specialist who treats endo, and from the first meeting, she only needed 2 cycles worth of information. And that's when she said, "There's no if you have it." She said, "When I find it." So she pretty much, but when they opened me up for the surgery, when I mean open me up, that I obviously had laparoscopic surgery done, so it wasn't that bad of an opening. For the holes, pretty much they found adhesions, which endo causes scar tissue. Endo causes adhesions. We know that. Why people have it, it's still a mystery in the medical field because some people, it's hereditary. So now that I know that, since my aunt had it and now I had it, that means that there's a possibility, maybe, that when I do decide to have kids, that it could have an effect on them as well. But they were able to preserve my fertility thanks to NAPO technology, which that's natural. They use natural family planning. Like I was saying, it's non-hormonal, non-invasive. It helps a woman know what's going on with her body to see if there's anything off with them. And that's why I'm a big believer. And honestly, NFP changed me for the better because it helped me understand. And it only took 2, like I said, she couldn't get 2 cycles off of an app I use. That's how she found out I had possible endo. As I said, "Well, this app's been saying for a few months that I may have endo, but we don't know for sure." And then we got the official confirmation when the pathology results came back that I did have endo. Yeah, I'm a little young to have it, but endo is no fun. It hurts like, you know what? Honestly, I'm grateful that I went through this journey, that you guys could be on with me, because what kept me going was I joined a couple support groups on Facebook to help me with this journey. If it wasn't for those groups, I probably would not be as open sharing my journey with you as I am today. Because if someone, if I told, if someone told me 3 months ago, oh, even 5 months ago, that I would have surgery done and my life has changed because of NAPWO. I'm sorry I saw you come in face down strategy, but I couldn't see you because I was focusing on filming. But hi, so I'm gonna talk a bit about next week, a little bit on how because there's not a lot. It's still a mystery in the medical field why people have endometriosis. And my hope is that I can, because it is, in fact, sometimes hereditary. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here, guys. Know God, be His people, value others, change the world, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.